When the pages of World War I history are turned, Portugal's role often goes unnoticed, overshadowed by the larger and more prominent nations involved in the conflict. However, Portugal, a small European nation, played a crucial role as an ally in the fight against the Central Powers. This video seeks to shed light on Portugal's contributions, sacrifices, and the lasting impact of its involvement in World War I. Historical context. As the war raged on in Europe, Portugal faced internal political turmoil. In 1916, a military coup led by pro-British forces brought a government sympathetic to the Allied cause to power. Aligning with the Allies, Portugal officially joined World War I on March 9, 1916. African theater. Portugal's contribution. Portugal's primary theater of engagement during World War I was in its African colonies, particularly Mozambique and Angola. The German Empire sought to challenge Portugal's presence in Africa, leading to confrontations that extended beyond the European theater. Portugal's forces, albeit limited in comparison to the larger European powers, played a crucial role in securing vital sea routes and protecting its colonies. Naval operations. Portugal also contributed to the war effort through its navy, patrolling the Atlantic Ocean to counter the threat posed by German submarines. The Portuguese Navy escorted convoys, ensuring the safe passage of supplies to the Allies. These naval operations were vital for maintaining open communication and supply lines in the Atlantic. The Western Front, the Battle of the Lies. While Portugal's primary engagements were in Africa, it also contributed troops to the Western Front in Europe. Portuguese forces fought alongside the British in the Battle of the Lies in April 1918. Despite being relatively inexperienced and facing overwhelming German advances, the Portuguese soldiers demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. Impact on Portugal. Portugal's involvement in World War I had significant consequences for the nation. The conflict strained Portugal's resources, both in terms of manpower and finances. The war effort exacerbated existing economic challenges and contributed to social and political instability. The aftermath of World War I had a lasting impact on Portuguese society, influencing its political landscape in the years that followed. The Treaty of Versailles. As the war drew to a close, Portugal, despite its smaller role, participated in the Paris Peace Conference and was a signatory to the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. The treaty acknowledged Portugal's contributions and granted the nation territorial gains in Africa as a reward for its support of the Allied cause. The forgotten legacy. Despite its sacrifices and contributions, Portugal's role in World War I is often overshadowed by the larger narratives of the conflict. The nation's efforts, particularly in Africa and on the Western Front, are part of a forgotten legacy that deserves recognition. Portugal's involvement in World War I, though relatively modest, showcased its commitment to the principles of collective security and its determination to stand alongside the Allies in a challenging and transformative period of history.